We are flying through the 2023 NRL season. It's already time for Magic Round. But I won't lie, I'm a bit down because my poor little heart, it just got broken. And if you're thinking it's because of the Jake Trbojevic injury news, then guess what? You are 100% right. But let's try and get happy because I'm just over 12 hours away from going to Bris Vegas, even though I've got a broken heart. But let's get straight into our Magic Round tips. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love the video, then smash it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop your Magic Round tips down below. Let's get straight into the video. We kick things off on Friday at 6 p.m. The Bulldogs, they're hosting the Canberra Raiders. Pretty unfair for the poor old doggies. They had the last game of round 9 and now they've got to open Magic Round. A very quick turnaround. We'll see how much last week took out of the Raiders as well. In saying that, a pretty important game for both teams, a winnable game for both teams, but I am going to take the Raiders. They're just showing me a bit more than the Bulldogs have. And Xavier Savage, he's been named on the wing. Could definitely see him at fullback. The Raiders starting to come together, and I just think the Doggies won't be able to turn around so quickly after what was a pretty good match against the Dragons. Then we move on to a game a week ago. I was talking about being a top of the table clash. Now, I am so upset. Look, we all know I'm going to tip Manly because they're my team, and you're a coward if you don't tip your team. In saying that, I can't see us winning this game. We need at least a forward pack that could match the Broncos without Jake Trbojevic. It's already a skinny pack. Take the best defender in the NRL out of it. It looks fairly weak. If Manly can match him, then we have a chance. But considering Manly's forwards, what they've been like so far this season, unfortunately, I think the Brisbane Broncos are simply just too strong. And they'll be able to make a statement after such an embarrassing loss to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. But I'm still tipping Manly because I'm not a turncoat. The first game on Saturday, this is a pretty good one. The Warriors, they're taking on the Penrith Panthers. Crazy game. This is actually going to be pretty good. I think the start of the year when this game came out, we're all a bit going, oh, well, this is just a filler Saturday game. But you know what? The Warriors have shown a lot this year. Coming off back-to-back losses, hopefully they can turn it around, but they do get Chance back, and they do get Tohu Harris back. For Panthers, well, they get Fisher Harris back, but they'll be out to prove a point. Penrith, it's very rare that they lose back-to-back. Losing 3 in a row, I just can't see it, hence I'm going to tip him. But I do expect the Warriors to put up one hell of a fight. Battle of the Sea Creatures, the Sharks, they're taking on the Dolphins. It'll be fins up fever at Magic Round. And you know what? The Dolphins, they made a habit of being the first ever winners of certain things this year. And they've been pretty good at tipping that. And you know what? I'm not going to be scared. I'm going to tip him again. Yes, I know, big call to make. Probably my biggest upset I'm going to tip this weekend. But I'm taking the Fins over the Sharks. I just think they're going to get up for it. It'll be sold out. All the Broncos, well, not the Broncos, but all the Brisbane people, they're going to get behind them. And I think nearly every NRL fan is going to be behind the Fins this weekend. So the Sharks, they've had a few good wins in a row. So, you know what? I think the Dolphins, they responded after their loss last week and come out and get a close win in the Battle of the Fish. The main event on Saturday, the Storm, they take on the most informed team of the competition, the South Sydney Rabbitohs. The Storm, they've been very hit and miss this year. Meanwhile, the last few weeks for the Rabbitohs, the Trell Mitchell, Cody Walker, those boys have been on fire, not to mention Campbell Graham. So I'm going to tip the Rabbitohs. I'm actually surprised that people think this will be as close as it is. It's definitely the potential to be the game of the weekend, but I just think the Rabbitohs, they're going to be too strong for the Storm. I know the Storm beat them earlier this season, but the Trell Mitchell, Cody Walker, Campbell Graham, and the form they're in, I can't tip against them. I'm going the Bunnies. Moving on to Sunday, we're kicking it off with the Tigers taking on the Dragons. Honestly, I thought this would be the Tigers' first win of 2023, and I'm going to stick by them winning this game. I really think they can go back-to-back. They've had the long turnaround, the Dragons. They're having another short turnaround. Surprisingly, Zach Lomax, he has been dropped for Makili Ravalawa, Fear Guy. He moves in to the centres. But I think the Tigers showed enough, and I feel like they're going to be the Dolphins. I feel like everyone's going to be behind them, and I think they can get them across the line against the Dragons, who are still really struggling. The main event of the Sunday sees the Roosters taking on the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I'm still waiting for them to turn it around, but I just can't see it happening this weekend. The Roosters, they were pretty ordinary attacking-wise against the Warriors, but defensively, they showed out. So, another game, you know, maybe the Cowboys, this is finally a chance to play themselves into form, but I still think they're missing a few key players, so I'm tipping the Roosters because I'd be dumb not to. Then the final game on the Sunday, and no offense, I couldn't care less. I'm taking the Parramatta Eels to get a big win over the Gold Coast Titans. And there we have it, my tips for Magic Round. I'm taking the Raiders over the Bulldogs, quote-unquote Manly to beat the Broncos, Panthers to beat the Warriors, the Finns to beat the Sharks, the Bunnies to beat the Storm, the Tigers, they're going to upset the Dragons, the Roosters, they might put a score on the Cowboys, and the Eels to beat the Titans. I'll probably ditch that game to go queue up for the Manny John show because I'm so sorry to the fans of both teams. I just don't care. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your tips for Magic Round in that comment section below. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Friday Night Footy.